You have won gold medal in 2 international math Olympiads. I mean, I see a person so good at mathematics, completes engineering, suddenly changes to MBA.
If you were in our place, why would you reject somebody with a similar profile?
So apart from the AI, give me the one technology which is going to disrupt the market.
Yeah, I'm not very happy with these
But
answers.
what are your
So we should start first extempore,
Yes, sir.
then the topic. You are a software engineer from the BIT Mishra. So my topic should be the pause button in your life.
Okay. So for the topic, the pause button in my life, I'd like to take you to one of my life journeys that happened during my JEE preparation for engineering. So basically, I completed my secondary schooling from my hometown, and for my 11th and 12th, and for my JEE preparation, I moved to Kota, where I went for 11th and 12th, and I pursued my JEE preparations from there in Ellen. So basically, I have been always good with my academics right through my schooling. So, and even after going to Kota, I was pretty well affirmed with the syllabus, and I used to take my preparations very seriously, and I was doing pretty decent. Like when it came to test, I was delivering good results and everything throughout the span of 2 years during my JEE preparations. So naturally, everyone, like my colleagues, my parents, even the teachers over there, they had a lot of expectations that I definitely crack JEE, and that too with flying colors. And I was also pretty much confident with my preparations because I had seriously put in all the efforts. So come the D-Day, when I entered the exam hall, I was pretty confident of my preparations. And so my strongest section has always been maths. So I started attempting my JEE mains paper with maths. So what basically happened is when I started, my first 3 to 4 questions did not went as expected. I was not able to solve any of them. And due to that, panic stepped in and I totally lost it. Like I completely blacked out, and the result was that I was not able to manage the pressure well. My exam went all haywire, and I just don't know what happened. Even if you ask me what exactly happened, I don't have a perfect answer for that. So when my exam got over, I had a realization that I had pretty much messed up. So when the results came, what I found out was I did not even make the cutoff. So I was not even eligible for JEE Advanced. So I was like pretty much disappointed and disheartened, and I had like lost. I went into depression for few days. But after a few days, thanks to my parents, they definitely motivated me. I gave it a rethought. I introspected what went wrong, what can I do. Then that's when I decided to take a break, give it a gap year, and prepare from scratch again. So I again decided to go to Kota. I took a drop. I again prepared from scratch. This year, focusing more on the process, and obviously my mindset that how I'm going to remain calm during my exam. So everything went well. I studied again. The year went by very quickly, and again came the D-Day. This time I was ready for everything. Throw anything at me, and I was.
Thanks, Harsh. You're working with the SOCGEN. After BIT Mishra software engineer, I hope the salary would be also decent.
Yeah, yes.
Okay. Why MBA? Why not MS?
Okay, sir. During my work at SOCGEN, it has been 2.5 years I've been working with SOCGEN. Parallelly, sir, I also developed interest in equity markets for the last 5 years. And since SOCGEN is an investment bank, it connects with me naturally. Like I've been into equity research since last.
Why घिसा पिटा आंसर इंजीनियर वाला?
मुझे अभी तक ये समझ में नहीं आया.
Last question, sorry. आप 5 years से इक्विटी रिसर्च को देख रहे हो, मार्केट को देख रहे हो. Which market are you following? That is which stock? That BSE और Nifty क्या follow?
NSE sir.
NSE follow. किसको follow ज़्यादा कर रहे हो? MSE.
Yeah, NSE.
What is the 5 years का CAGR?
5 years का CAGR. So I'm not sure about the number.
Okay, please, sorry.
मेरा वही क्वेश्चन है सेम एज अमिया सर आज. मतलब आई एम ऑल्सो सरप्राइज्ड एट दिस. सो मैनी इंजीनियर्स आर गोइंग इनटू MBA. मोर ओवर आई सी दैट you have won gold medal in 2 international math Olympiads. So I'm assuming that maths was your favorite subject at that time as well. So why not something like BA maths or BCom maths or something in mathematics itself? Why engineering?
So at that time I was really passionate about coding. Basically, what I liked was developing games. So that's where my interest arises from, and that's why I wanted to pursue a BTech in computer science.
ये सारे इंजीनियर्स गेम बनाने लगे हैं आजकल ना.
So that was the main driving force.
और वो सब था and now you are interested into MBA after that. Suddenly that has also gone off now. Now you are interested in trading. So possibly you get into an MBA and after that you will start feeling that okay, I want to go into doctorate now. Now I'll go for MBBS. That's also possible?
No, I don't think so.
How do you know that?
So because I don't think so I'm gonna practice doctorate, or as in...
Did you think about it at the time of 12 that tomorrow I'm going to go into trading?
No sir, not at the time of 12th, yeah.
Exactly, that's the situation today as well. So why this shift? I mean, I see a person so good at mathematics, there are so many options in mathematics, still he goes for engineering. Completes engineering, suddenly changes to MBA then. I do not know what is going to happen after MBA then.
Yeah. So I guess my interest in maths itself is going to drive me towards quant finance, which is I guess the future of trading as well when it comes to market.
You are making up the answers. I mean, this cannot be the reason. I mean, you can't say that interest in mathematics has brought you here and therefore you are going into quant finance. So do MS in quant finance then. Why MBA?
But sir, that would only limit me to the roles in making strategy or algorithms. But I just don't want to limit myself to those roles. I am also open to financial consulting, where I would be solving problems across industry, not just the finance related questions.
It's again the same kind of answers that we always see. I'm not very happy with these answers.
What are your future goals? Where do you see yourself 5 years, 10 years down the line?
So 5 years, 10 years down the line, I definitely see myself opening a fund of my own, where I would definitely like to manage funds, like just like a family office of HNIs or ultra wealthy people.
And do you need an MBA for that?
Of course not.
So then we should reject you.
I think so, sir. Yeah, learning can definitely happen without an MBA.
Chalo, theek hai, let's practice some empathy here. If you were in our place, why would you reject somebody with a similar profile?
So if I would have been in your place, I wouldn't have rejected that person.
So we should select everybody who comes through the door?
No, with this particular profile.
But there are lots of similar profiles. That's what sir was saying. That's our biggest worry.
And more than the profile, I'm more worried about, I mean, what do you want to make out of this profile? I mean, the people might be with this profile, but we have seen people who are very sure of this, that they convince us that why MBA is needed. I do not see that. I mean, as sir asked you about something and you are saying that I want to be there after 5 years, 10 years down the line. But it does not require MBA.
Fund खोलने के लिए, start करने के लिए,
MBA क्यों
ऐसा क्या करेगा? ऐसा क्या देगा?
So I would say MBA would give me that credibility that is required. In the field of finance, what people look first is definitely the results delivered in the past.
That's technical knowledge.
Sorry?
That's technical knowledge.
Yeah.
Okay.
So sir, if I have a degree in an MBA degree from such a reputed institute, I guess that itself would speak about my credibility apart from the results that I deliver over the years that I work. So
आप हमारे कॉलेज में credibility के लिए आ रहे हैं.
You're using our college.
No
कि
sir.
बस एक टैग नेम मिलेगा मुझे उसके लिए चाहिए, otherwise I want to do something else.
intangible.
I think I am wasting my seat of one person. There can be possibly there can be a very deserving candidate in place of you. So you are just coming for the tag name of the college, otherwise.
No sir, it's not just about the tag. Obviously, when I come to your college and learning from the experience of such astute faculties, I don't think so I'll get it pursuing the knowledge without going into an MBA college. The experience that the faculties bring. Obviously, learning in today's world is possible through YouTube as well. But that is not, I don't think
but
so.
The question again comes back to the same point. Then, which knowledge? You don't need that knowledge that our faculties would be giving you. You don't need that HR knowledge. You do not need organizational behavior knowledge. You don't need supply chain management knowledge. You do not need all these kind of knowledges, because the things that you are going to do in future, they don't require these skills.
Sir, but even if I start something of my own, I would definitely require some knowledge, if not all, of all the things that you mentioned. People management, accountings, the technical knowledge of finance. I guess I'll need it all. Even if I don't specialize in all, but I need to have basic knowledge about all the fields.
I think if you name the top 10 successful businesses in India, possibly more than 50% of them would not have done MBA. Isn't that right?
So, possible, but the people that I know, whom I look up to, they have mostly done MBA.
I'm not happy.
ओके हर्ष, आपके पोर्टफोलियो पे बात करते हैं. दैट इज API. ठीक है, आई थिंक यू आर कंफर्टेबल. एक रिक्शे वाले को बताओ, दैट इज रिक्शा वाला, व्हाट इज API एंड हाउ इट इज ही इज यूजिंग द API. मतलब नॉर्मल कि समझ जाओ बच्चा जिसको टेक्नोलॉजी का कुछ भी पता नहीं है, टी भी नहीं पता उसे.
ठीक है सर. So basically API is that thing. For example, when you book a train ticket.
नहीं, रिक्शा वाला, मैं रिक्शा वाला हूँ मान लो, मुझको ट्रेन टिकट क्या है ना, काम है, मेरा क्या काम होगा, API क्या है भैया, मैं कैसे करूँ, मतलब बताइए प्लीज. API डिफाइन कर दीजिए आप रिक्शे वाले को.
API basically is something that gives you access to someone else's website without exposing all the details.
चलो मैं रिक्शा वाला हूँ दिल्ली में, आई एम यूजिंग ओला, उबर, रैपिडो. API आप समझाइए मुझको.
So when you use Ola or Uber, you only when you book a cab through Ola or Uber, they just give you the necessary. They will just ask you for the necessary detail, like where is your pickup point, where is your dropping point, and they will allocate the cab ride accordingly. They won't tell you ki how does that work, how is the back end working, how the algorithms are working. API is basically you are allowed to access only what the parent company wants you to access. It just gives you access to those part which you require and not the back end logic.
Google Map is API or what?
Sorry sir?
Google Maps.
Yeah, Google Maps is an API. It has an API which it provides to various companies which integrate in their mapping services. For example, I guess Ola, Uber also use.
Okay, fine. So we are moving from Web 2.0 to Web 3.0. We are in the transition phase. Okay. So apart from the AI, give me the one technology which is going to disrupt the market.
So, in my knowledge, one technology would be blockchain, especially.
I am coming. I have written the blockchain. I know you are going to answer.
Financial, especially in the finance world.
Define blockchain. Again एक 5 साल का बच्चा.
Okay.
एकदम सिंपल सी लैंग्वेज में हमने ब्लॉकचेन समझा दिया कि ब्लॉकचेन है क्या, इसमें चेन क्या है, इसमें ब्लॉक क्या है एग्जैक्टली, और हम कैसे माइनिंग कुछ कर सकते हैं.
Okay. So blockchain is basically, if I explain it in very layman terms, is basically a decentralized system. For example, in India, if we do banking transaction with any of our banks, they will have a transaction. For example, if I send you 10-15 rupees, they will have it in their ledgers that I paid you. Okay, they can track my transaction, who paid and who received. But when it comes to blockchain, especially in a decentralized system, what happens is it's not decentralized.
RBI को क्यों प्रॉब्लम हो रही है?
Sorry?
RBI को क्यों प्रॉब्लम है ब्लॉकचेन से अभी as of now? In future they are planning, but अभी तो प्रॉब्लम है.
Yeah, I guess so. What I think is, again, what the point I said, you cannot track the transaction from where it is coming and who's sending and who's receiving. So when it comes to, for example, illegal activities or the ones that happens on dark web, they mostly use blockchain, decentralized system, because tracking of the host and the receiver becomes it's almost impossible. You cannot track who sent and who received.
My last question: if you join RB school, what one thing you are going to bring in the campus?
Okay. So since I belong to a software field and I also have, I guess, 5 years of knowledge in the equity markets, and apart from this I have worked with an investment bank, so I know how big corporates work. I have been at the forefront of the financial system, how they work, and I have also contributed to them. So, and in today's world, I guess when it comes to management itself is not enough. You should be
Give me the one quality. Just beating about bush नहीं करते, around bush नहीं करते हैं. एक quality जो आप लेके आओगे कैंपस में.
So my technical expertise.
Yeah, I'm done, sir. आप लोग.
Done.
ठीक है.
Thank you.
Thank you.
पहले तो आप ही कुछ पूछना चाहते हैं अगर तो.
हाँ सर, मतलब मेरा तो आपके जो आप लोग के रिव्यूज थे कि why MBA is not clear, तो how can I improve on that?
हाँ, मुझे नहीं लगा वो बिल्कुल भी clear है. वो तो काफ़ी दूर है उससे.
Let's do reverse engineering on this. Rather than spoon feeding you the answer, ठीक है? Let's link it to your story. Don't say that you want to start your fund, because if you want to start a hedge fund, any fund, there's no point in doing an MBA with your kind of profile and background. So keep that to yourself,
Okay.
and basically say that you want to explore, I don't know, consulting, or you want to explore areas, or you want to kind of, you know, because that's where an MBA makes sense. There's and like sir was hinting also, there's no people management, organization behavior, supply chain management. So get into consulting, or get into a job, or get into a sector where different kind of skills will be used, where different stakeholders, priorities, risk, everything will come. जो fund में नहीं आएगा. Change that, this goes away.
We talked about it there as well, that the moment you give a very specific kind of thing, तो we will say कि यार इसके लिए ज़रूरत कहाँ है MBA की.
Okay.
So in place of that you can say that possibly I want to build a company or something where all these things would be required. है ना? Building a fund alone would not require an MBA. So basically you have to think of something, right, which you want, of course, plus MBA is important for that. So that you can say that yes, MBA is needed for it. So अगर वो आपके पास है तो आपके लिए आसान हो जाएगा ये बताना that why I want to do an MBA.
So but if I just a question on that, like मैंने भी ये सोचा था, but if I go along that path कि मेरे को explore करना है, तो won't it sound confused?
I am not saying exploring things. नहीं मैं ये नहीं कह रहा हूँ, but I am saying do not say that I just want to start a fund.
हाँ, yeah, fair enough.
है ना? तो explore करने के बाद.
That's also not immediate. Now you're going to take your time.
Yeah.
So what are you going to do in the interim? There's no answer. So think of that. Fill that up. ये तो बहुत बात की बात है. So then your entire problem goes away. Also then, since to overcome this, your entire thing started getting pulled down. Why this college or why MBA? And then you're like, okay, I'll get the credibility. Sir said, no, you're using our college. You said, no, the faculties, astute faculties, suck up answers, not going to work. That's the last thing we want to hear. So avoid all of that.
Okay.
वो बहुत वैसा लगता है ना रिपीटेटिव सा कि मतलब ठीक है एवरीवन सेज दिस कि हाँ आपका तो कॉलेज बहुत अच्छा है ऐसे फैकल्टी.
So when they ask us like why our institute, so what would we go?
But this was not the answer to that, na?
Yeah, that's what I'm asking. So what should be
then you have to go with the legacy, you have to go with the specialization, you want to go with the specificity, industry interface, or the program, or the research, or maybe a foreign exchange program. You need to
that I want to research about the particulars.
So that is what
whichever college you are going to, so go through the complete website and find out some of course unique things about
which ties back to your story. Very important.
Okay, so प्रोफाइल बहुत स्ट्रांग है, प्रोफाइल नॉलेज भी बहुत अच्छा है, द स्ट्रक्चर ऑफ आंसर मिसिंग है.
हाँ, so वो करना है क्रिएट अभी.
लाइक द API हुआ. आई वॉज एक्सपेक्टिंग गूगल मैप एटलीस्ट इन द स्विगी एंड ऑल. मैं एक्सपेक्ट कर रहा था.
बोला ना कि रिक्शा वाले को समझाना है तो उसको
हाँ,
तो
तो
गूगल मैप
ठीक है, इसलिए दैन मैंने ऐड किया कि चलो लेके आओ. ब्लॉकचेन भी आप बहुत घूम रहे थे. आई पर्सनली बिलीव कि आपको वेब 1.0, 2.0, 3.0 बहुत ज़्यादा पता भी है लेकिन डेप्थ नहीं पता है. यू हैव रिटन द HTML5. मुझे नहीं लगता कि आप इसको लेके जाओगे. ये रिज्यूमे तो जॉब का है.
हाँ, ये तो सर अभी
नॉर्मल है,
तो उसको
ठीक है.
रिवैम्प भी करना है पुराना.
तो जस्ट स्ट्रक्चर पे काम कर लीजिए. कंटेंट आपके पास बहुत है, 5 साल आपने काम किया है. आप बहुत ज़्यादा हैंड टाइट करके बैठते हो तो इसको थोड़ा सा वो जो है ना क्लोज जेस्चर हो जाता है कि मैं तो क्लोज हूँ. एक्सटेम्परी वॉज नॉट बैड बट स्टोरी बहुत लंबा हो गया था इसलिए मैंने
थोड़ा
किया.
शॉर्ट डाउन करना.
तो आपको स्टार्ट में बोलना चाहिए थोड़ा सा पॉइंट, दैन क्या बोलना चाहते हो. दैट्स अ पाउच मोमेंट. लाइक दिस इंट्रोडक्शन मिसिंग था, मुझे ऐसा लगा. बाकी ठीक है
सर. तो एक्सटेम्पर में हमें अपने आप को इंट्रोड्यूस पहले करना है या
इंट्रोड्यूस नहीं करना है, टॉपिक इंट्रोड्यूस करना है.
ओके.
दैट इज पॉज मोमेंट.
एक्सटेम्पर आई गेस इंट्रोडक्शन के बाद ही होता है ना FMS.
FMS में रैंडम है, घुसने के साथ ले लेंगे.
सर ट्रिक्ड यू. सर ने आपको एक जनरल टॉपिक दिया, आपने टेल मी समथिंग अबाउट योरसेल्फ ही बता दिया.
वो शुरू हो गया, इंट्रोडक्शन स्टार्ट हो गया.
वो नहीं करना आपको.
जनरली एक्सटेम्परी 90% चांस है कि बीच में होगा. चलो आओ एक्सटेम्परी भी कर लेते हैं क्योंकि हमें तो ऐसे मार्क्स भी देना है. उनको याद आ जाएगा. उनको याद आएगा SOP में भी क्वेश्चन पूछना है. तो वो
दे कैन ऑलवेज सरप्राइज यू स्ट्रेट अवे आते ही. क्यों व्हाई MBA? मतलब जरूरी नहीं इंट्रोडक्शन की बात करेंगे, एक्सटेम्परी पूछेंगे. दे कैन स्टार्ट विद एनीथिंग.
फिर से इंजीनियर आ गया.
हां
या
समटाइम्स दे मेक दिस काइंड ऑफ फेसेस एज वेल.
फिर से इंजीनियर.
अरे फिर
वो भी कंप्यूटर साइंस है, इनको कुछ करना तो है नहीं.
सेम वही सब चीजें.
CS है, वही आके बोल करेगा. आपके मुंह पे बोल रहे हैं, बताओ जरा. पर ठीक है, डन. द बेस्ट एक्सपीरियंस आपके पास है. दूसरा क्या है कि सिंस यू हैव 2.5 एक्सपीरियंस है, परफेक्ट है. 24 मंथ सारे पॉइंट्स तो आपको मिल जाने चाहिए. अच्छा है. स्ट्रक्चर पे काम कर लेंगे, थोड़ा सा कंटेंट काम कर लेंगे. GK मैंने पूछा नहीं अभी, बाकी सब कुछ ठीक है. सॉकजेन में काम कर रहे हो, सैलरी अच्छी है, लोग MBA के बाद जाते हैं वहाँ पे।
I know, sir.
हाँ, तो